Morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Hopefully everybody's doing all right. What is today? I think today's the 11th. Right, because last Tuesday was 4th of July, right? 7 days later is 11. I believe so. If it's the wrong date, I'm sorry. My numbers are getting all discombobulated as I get a little older, and I'm doing other things right now. I'm trying to figure out, and it's difficult. I tried it for about two years now. It's going on 2 years, to live without structure, and it actually is not appropriate. Watch out for dead man's curve always. And I'm not digging it. All of this chaos and do whatever you want and don't need to do this and good morning. And we don't need structure, and it's white supremacy and it's oppression. All of that kind of jazz where people make things up to make I statements believe that what I'm doing is wrong when actually they're wrong. I need for myself structure. I grew up going to work on time and not being late. I grew up believing that you do your best at work. I believed growing up that you listen to your boss. I grew up that you listen to authority. Now, I also come from the generation in my family taught me that you have to question authority. That don't mean you have to be blindly obedient. But in the hierarchy of a system, there's rules. There's people that are in charge. And that's do I statements. If I don't like something, then I need to figure out how to change it. I think I've told this story many a times. I was part of an organization, or I still am, and we tried to change some language in some books. And all us young guys were yelling and jumping up and down and screaming. And then I remember the guy's name, Frank, to this day. I think he's passed away by now. We're talking almost 30 years ago. And he slammed his hand on the desk and he said, "Listen here. I used to be you 20 years ago. And guess what? I'm here now. Put in your time. Figure out the situation. Figure out the organization. And then you can also change what's in the book. Change the standards. But as of now, I'm the chair of this committee. And this is how it's going to go. And you're not going to disrupt it." And that's what he did. Did he stop dissension? Did he stop voice? Absolutely not. No way he did not. He continued to talk. He allowed other people to share their ideas, their views. I think he even, in fact, incorporated some of those ideas and views in the edition of a book. We were republishing, I think, a 4th edition of a book. Wow, look at that nice bunny rabbit. So, that's kind of where I'm going with this morning. About, I tried that. Don't have to do nothing, and all the old ways are junky, and as I said, it's a supremacy and oppression issue, which is it's a false premise. We all know that. Here, I'm gonna tell you this directly on this video. Racism is a false premise. It's a false premise. We're all different. Even among races and ethnicities, you're different. We're all different, 100%. We're all individuals. To say one is supreme over the other, or that one subjugates the other and the other, is silly. That's a silly premise. Put forth by people who want to control you and be above you. So what you do, you don't fall into that trap. And what we do is we work together. And that's it. I always have a nice saying. I don't care who I work with, because I don't go home and sleep with them. Who cares what race somebody is? Who cares what gender identity is? Who cares about any of that stuff? It has nothing to do with me and my house and where I sleep in my bed. That has nothing to do with who I am, my identity, my freedom, my truth, my voice. That has nothing to do with anybody. And when somebody tells me, I statements, that I'm wrong because I don't believe in certain things, they're the subjugator. They're the oppressor. Don't ever forget that. And the reason I'm saying this is all of my Facebook accounts might be going off a line pretty soon because we're very critical of the powers that be, especially now in Chicago. I have a personal knowledge of the current mayor of Chicago. I know who he is. I worked with him for, 10 years. Well, I didn't work with him. I worked in the same office in a different department. And I know exactly his work habits. I know his character. I know all of that. When you see my stuff on the internet, that's coming from personal, first-hand experience. That's unrefuted by the administration of the organization I work with. They never refuted any of the facts. They throw in some hubbub. They throw in some hocus pocus. They throw in some other stuff in there to try to discredit people. But in the end, it doesn't matter. Good morning, my brother. In the end, it doesn't matter because the underlying facts are undisputed. That's what you always got to look at when you go through things. It's like with the Trump issue. Did he take documents home? Yeah. Did he grab people's private parts? Yeah. Did he make phone calls? Yeah, but that's him. That's how he does business as a businessman. Is it right or wrong? I don't know. The court's going to have to decide. But in the end, if you look at everything that man said, the underlying facts, they're all true. Everything he said is true. So always be careful on the truth. Good morning, good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing? It's a great day, ain't it? So we got to always be careful on that stuff. Because that's what's called noise. Good morning, my brother. Good morning.
Good morning.
And that's where I'm getting to because I'm almost done with my ride. This website, this web page, or whatever you call this through Facebook, is probably going to be deactivated and shut down. It might be deactivated right during this video. So we're going to be we already are on Twitter. Just look for SubX.News. Look for the internet, SubX.News. And yeah, you won't get the feeds and the information that we've been giving everybody for the last year and a half or 2 years. But we're not going to stop what we do. Just look for us. Just punch our name in. Punch my name in, John Kugler, SubX.News. You'll find me somewhere on the internet. You know, I can't control what Mark Zuckerberg does. That's his thing. He owns this. He wants to run it his way. And that's America, right? We live in that kind of a society where you can run your own business your own way. The problem with Mark Zuckerberg, though, as we've been hearing from the news, there's actual documents and court cases now that say that he works. Whoa, man, look at these guys. Look at these guys. Look at those little ducklings there. See there? Look at those guys, huh? Beautiful there, huh? See those guys? Babies, right? How many does he have there? 5. See there? There's one in the water. 2, 3, 4. Beautiful, huh? Beautiful family. All these guys are with him, right? I bet you if I did sun, all those geese would get me. So I'm leaving. So Facebook is a private entity. Zuckerberg can do whatever he wants. It's his private company. Except now it's clear and unrefuted. Remember, I hate to talk like this. I said earlier, you gotta get past the noise. No one's ever refuted that he didn't work with the government to censor people during the social unrest and during the COVID. That is now an established fact. Oh, there we go. We got a little traffic going on here. Good morning, good morning. How's fishing going? Good, brother? Good luck, man. And it's undisputed that Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook worked with the government to censor news during COVID and the social unrest. It's unrefuted. they're just saying, what basically they're saying now in court documents is that they're allowed to do it. For whatever reason, whether it's safety, national security. Good morning. Good luck. And that they can do it, and they're allowed to do it for national safety or whatever cockamamie excuse that they make, right? So again, I always learned years ago, look past the noise. Look past what happens. And then the second thing is look at why something happens. You know, why does somebody get fired from a job? That's an easy thing. Were they lazy? They didn't come in? Did they say something wrong? Were they on drugs? Were they drinking? Did they mess something up? All of those kinds of things. Good morning. You know, it's not a matter of good or bad. It's just an event, right? Let's try to get through the woods and then I'll go home. So that's another thing to look at. Just because something happens, we perceive it to be negative. Sometimes it isn't negative. Can I squeeze through here, my brother? Thank you very much, man. Have a great day, bro. And see, this is my little woods here in the city. Gotta watch these sticker bushes here on the corner. Those are all thorn bushes. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's a little dangerous there. They got thorns. You ride past these, you're gonna get, oh yeah, they're all the way out. See that? I need to cut those. Let's see if I can get past here without them going on my skin. Yeah, you don't want to ride or walk past these real fast. That'll cut you up like a razor. Always look past the noise. What is the underlying facts? I learned that from a guy in New York, Noel Cohen. Look at the fact pattern. Look at what happened. Don't get confused by all the other whatever's happening. Fancy talk, zigzag talk. Alright? All of that stuff. People go to school to learn all of that stuff to confuse people. Don't get involved in that because it's a rabbit hole I'll never get out of. So, kind of ending my ride today. We'll see how this live feed goes, if it even gets posted. But we're gonna be on our webpage, SubX.News. SubX.News, SubX.News. That's our webpage. It's what it's labeled. Our domain, our name. We are also on Twitter, SubX.News. Just look us up. And if you look for me, you can look up John Kugler, Kugler, SubX.News. You'll find me all over the place. I don't work with Substance News anymore. That was also part of a liberal censorship thing there. They didn't like my commentary and my editorial position, so George's widow removed me from there. I believe that came from her sons, because they're liberals now. They're social workers, and they're involved with all kinds of weird stuff. And they kind of got a little wacky in their brains, but it is what it is. Every to each his own. Everybody has to learn their own stuff and know their own limitations. So here, that's what I'll leave with you. It's Tuesday Thinking Day. I appreciate everybody. I don't know what's going to happen to my Facebook page. I don't know what's going to happen to this news page. I did get a warning that it's probably going to get deactivated. We'll see. I'm thinking about going to courts or whatever, but you know, that's kind of a waste of time. So whatever happens, look for us. We might even be on Telegram. We might be on some other things. Who knows where we're going to be at? But look for SubX.News. We're going to be around one way or another. So we go dark. You can just Google us. You'll get the same amount of information as we did. I'm trying to restructure the website so I can give lots of information. Right now, the way it's structured, it can't handle as much of the news that I put up here on the Facebook page. I do it as a public service because I believe news and information is for everybody. So that way we get it, and then we can make informed decisions as individuals, family members, and community members. Whatever happens, I love everybody. Be safe. And hugs, kisses, and love. Over and out from McKinley Park on the south side of Chicago. We'll talk to you guys later. and see you on the internet somewhere, depending on what happens. All right, take it easy, everybody. Bye.